Good day everyone, I'm the first reporter of our group. I will introduce you to our topic, bond evaluation. But first, what is bond? So, bond na-encounter na natin since we are first year. Bond is where investor trade debt, security, and effectively loans where the investor is the creditor. So ngayon, what is bond evaluation? Bond evaluation determines the present value of the bond future interest payment, also known as its cash flow, and bond's value upon maturity at its face value or par value. Bond par value and interest payment are fixed. Bond evaluation helps investor determine what rate of return makes a bond investment worth the cost. We should understand that a bond is a debt instrument that provides a steady income stream to the investor in the form of coupons payment. So, what is coupon payments? A coupon payment known as a coupon rate which paid to the bond holders semi-annually. The coupon rate is the fixed return that an investor earn periodically until it matures. So if you are calculated a bond future value of its coupon, we should apply appropriate discount rate. So what is discount rate in a bond? Ang discount rate sa bond use which is the rate of return that an investor will get if they reinvest. Every coupon payment from the bond and a fixed interest rate until the bond mature. It takes into account the price of the bond, par value, coupon rate, and time to maturity. Bond evaluation involves assessing its bond value based on its characteristic, market condition, and creditworthiness of the issuer. May kita coupon rate, where the interest rate paid periodically to the bondholders. Second, maturity and date when the bond's principal is repaid. Then, credit ratings, issuer, credit worthiness, effective bond's yield, and the duration sensitivity to interest rate changes. So, how bonds evaluation helps to our investors? Bonds evaluation assess risk and potential returns. Second, they compare bonds with different characteristics and mark informed investment decision. That's why bonds used by the companies and government to raise capital for various purposes, such as financing project or retiring debt. Investors buy bonds to earn a relatively stable income stream and the perceived capital. That's all for my introduction for bond evaluation. Thank you for listening.
Behavior of market interest rates. The behavior of market interest rates plays a crucial role in determining the value of bonds. There is an inverse relationship between market interest rates and bond prices. When market interest rates increase, the price of existing bonds decrease because new bonds less attractive. Conversely, when market interest rate decrease, bond price rise since older bonds with higher coupon rates become more desirable. Example, para ito sa pagbebenta ng lumang cellphone. Kapag lumabas ang bagong modelo, mas mura at mas maganda, bababa ang halaga ng lumang cellphone mo. Pero kung bigla nagmahal o nawala sa merkado ang mga bagong modelo, tataas ang halaga ng lumang cellphone mo dahil siya na ang pinakamagandang option.
Now, let's proceed about pricing of bonds. Ang pricing of bonds ay tumutukoy sa present value ng lahat ng future cash flows na inaasahan matatanggap ng isang investors mula sa bond. Kinocompute ito ng pag-discount ng mga coupon payment o tinatawag na ang periodic interest payment at ng face value or ang principal amount na maibabalik sa maturity. gamit ng isang appropriate discount rate na kadalasan ay ang yield maturity o prevailing market interest rate. Kapag ang market interest rate ay mas mataas kaysa sa coupon rate ng bond, tinatawag itong discount para maging competitive ito. At kapag ang market interest naman ay mas mababa, ang presyo ay tataas, tinatawag naman itong premium. Kaya inverse o kabaligtaran ng relasyon ng bond price at market interest rate. Kapag tumaas ang interest rate, bababa ang presyo ng bond at vice versa. Ito yung formula natin para makuha natin yung bond price. Now, let's proceed to example. Assume natin yung face value natin is 100,000. Ang annual coupon rate naman natin is 8%. Or equivalent siya ng 8,000 per year. Then, years to maturity is 3 years. And yield to maturity is 6%. Ito yung step by step natin para makuha natin yung bond price natin. Sa year 1 natin, ang nakuha natin sa year 1 is 7,547.15. Sa year 2 naman natin, ang nakuha naman natin is 7,120.15. Sa year 3 natin, same lang din naman siya ng calculation, pero inad na natin sa coupon rate natin ang face value na 100,000. Tapos, ang nakuha naman natin is 90,686.6. So, pag kinumpit na natin yung bond price natin, lahat ng nakuha natin per year, ipagpaplasin lang natin. So, equal siya sa 105,353.38. Based dun sa calculation natin, mas mataas yung nakuha natin na bond price compared dun sa face value na 100,000. This happened because yung coupon rate natin is mas mataas kaysa sa yield to maturity natin.
Then let's move on the yield of return. So what is the yield of return? The yield and return of a bond are measured used to evaluate its probability and performance. They help investor understand how much income or the gain can expect from their bond investment. We have the three categories of the yield of return. First is current yield. What is current yield? Current yields, this measures the annual interest income relative to bonds' current market prices. Sa madaling salita, for example, kita mo ngayon batay sa presyo ng bond. Then, let's move on to yield to maturity. What is yield maturity? This represents the total expected return of the bond is held until maturity. It includes months, interest income, and any capital gain or loss that may occur if the bond was purchased at the price different from its face value. Ang total return mo, kung hihintayin mo hanggang maturity, yan ay tinatawag na yield to maturity. The third is yield to call. Yield to call applicable to callable bonds. Callable bonds, this measure yields assuming the bond is redeemed by the issuer before its maturing date. Mayroon akong mga halimbawa paukol sa sinasabing current yield at saka yield to maturity and then yield to call. So, kung papaano siya i-compute bilang isang investor na nanghihiram ng bonds sa isang government or private na company. For example, halimbawa, nag-invest ka ng bond na in-issue ng Jollibee Foods Corporation. Si Jollibee, for example, ako si Jollibee. Si Jollibee ang nanghiram ng pira at ikaw ang nagpahiram bilang isang investor. I have given bond details about this Jollibee Foods Corporations. There was a face value. face value is 50,000. Ito ang halagang ibabalik sa'yo sa maturity pagkatapos ng term. Tinatawag din siyang par value. Next is coupon rate. What is coupon rate? 6.5 per year. Ito ang interest na kikitain mo kada taon base sa face value. So, yearly interest at 6.5 times 50% equals 3,250 per year. Kung i-convert siya per year is 3,230. Then, sa decimal, 6.5%. Term, 7 years. Kung gaano katagal. Ang bond na ay matapos o mag-mature after 7 years. Sa panahong iyon, babalik ang 50,000 sa'yo, which is an imuna face value. Current market price, 40,500. Kung na market at presyo ng bond ay 47,500, mas mababa kesa sa face value kasi 50,000. Ibig sabihin, discounted ang bond. Callable, yes. After 4 years, at 50,000 call price. Number 1, I have an example about current yield. The current yield formula, kita mo ngayon, batay sa presyo ng bond. Formula, current yield, annual, divide current market price. Ano ang ating market price? 40,500, di ba? Tapos, yung annual coupon natin is 6.5%. 6.5%. Then, times natin siya sa 50,000, which is ang ating face value. Then, pagkatapos niyan, equals 3,250 divide sa 47,500, which is an imuna, yung current market price mo na. Ang total dyan, 3,250 divide 47,500 equals 6.84% the current yield. Kikita ka ng 6.84 per year batay sa kasalukuyang presyo ng bond. Mas mataas ito sa coupon rate dahil binili mo below ang face value discount. Kung makikita ninyo, malaki ang binaba o na-discount ng isang bond kaysa sa face value kasi 50,000. Kung dito naman sa market, 40,500. There's a formula of yield to maturity. I have given bond details. You can see the slides. Yield to maturity is coupon rate 3,250 per year. Face value minus current market price. 50,000 minus 47,500 equals 2,500. And the term is in N equals 7 years. Average price is 50,000 plus 47,000 is 97,500. Then divide to 2 is equals 48,750. You say the YTM. YTM, 3,250 plus 2,500 divide by 7 kasi 7 years ang iya pinaka-term, then over 48,750. Then, let's move on. 3,250 plus 357.14 kasi na-divide na natin yung 2,500 divide by 7. Equals 357.410. So, 3,250 plus 357.410 divide 48,750. Ngayon, plinas natin yung 700,250 plus 357.14 equals 3,607.14. Then, divide natin siya sa current market price, which is an average niya is 48,750. Then, pagkatapos silang nag-divide, equals 0.07398, or to be round off, 7.40% per year. An era investment nga makikita dinhi. In short, ang total return mo kung hihintayin mo hanggang maturity. Kaya tinawag siya na yield to return. Then the last, which is the third, is yield to call, or YTC. So you can see YTC is a total return kung maaga magbabayad ang isang issuer, which is ang Jollibee Food Corporations. I have same substitute values of, if you can see, same lahirat ako ninatag nga mga bond details about ang Jollibee Food Corporation. Yield to call is adyan niya mga formula based on best han kita or han tubuan sa investor. RC, which is on current market price, 3,250. Call price, aniya call price na, 50,000 minus 47,500 equals 2,500. And call kasi callable. Callable, yes, after 4 years, a 50,000 call price. Asya na tinatawag hiyang callable kasi may niya kung sa yield maturity may tinatawag na maturity, dito naman sa yield to call may binabanggit siya about kung paano tinawag siya na yield to call, which is callable. Callable an iya call, which is 4 years. Average price is 50,000, which is an iya face value, plus 47,500, which is an iya na price ha market. Then 97,500 divided by 2 equals 48,750 an iya average prices. Ito naman yung formula sa YTC. 3,250 plus 2,500 divide by 4 kasi 4 years uncallable over 48,750. YTC equals 3,250 plus 625, which is dinivide na natin yung 2,500 divide by 4, lumabas 6,245 yung kabuuan. 3,250 bring down, then plus 625, divide ko siya yung 2,500 divide by 4, lumabas 3,875 pag pinas na silang dalawa. Then pagkatapos, dinivide ko na siya sa kanyang 40,750, which is an average prices na, equals 0.749 or 0.7949, or round off to be 7.95%. Ang total return mo, ito yung total return mo kung maaga magbabayad ang isang issuer or si Jollibee Food Corporation kung maaga siya magbabayad ng kanyang hiniram na bonds. Thank you.